Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video every single Sunday, and whenever I have time, I like to add an extra or two in during the week, so now is a great time to subscribe and stay on top of all of my new videos. Also, if you're new to the tea journey, I do have an ebook out. It's called The Basics of Tea, and it's just kind of meant to provide a nice base of knowledge for if you're just beginning your tea journey so you can go into tea stores with confidence. I have that linked in the description box of every video I post, so you can always count on finding it there. And I also recently did a series to go along with it, so a lot of good things in the description box for you guys to check out if you're looking for a little more information. But for today, I have a tea review, and this is called After Dinner Mint from DAVIDStea. Okay, same as always, we will start by getting our tea steeping. All right, and let's set this to the side and start looking at the loose tea and the ingredients. This tea just sounds so cozy that I put on like a cozy sweatshirt to drink it. It's kind of weird to be drinking this during the day because there are some sleepy ingredients in it, but I'm all cozied up. My husband's just at work, so it's he'll be back later, but I put on his sweater and it smells like him, and I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of missing him, which is weird because he left this morning for work and he'll be back tonight, so I'll see him soon enough. But the smell of his clothes, I'm just oh, I miss my husband. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the description. So this is called After Dinner Mint. It's an herbal or a fruit infusion, and the description says, from cool and fresh peppermint with a twist of fennel and comforting chamomile, meet the post-meal digestion-friendly blend to own now. The ingredients are apple, chamomile, that's the sleepy ingredient I was talking about, fennel seeds, peppermint, licorice root, black currants, natural flavorings, and rose petals. But it's more herbs than fruit, I'd say. So you could call it herbal, you could call it fruit infusion, you could call it tisane, you could call it infusion. I mean, whatever works. This has a really nice, strong, minty smell, and I really like it. I really like the idea of a mint tea for after dinner when you're digesting, you're kind of still sitting at the table, kind of socializing, like talking to your family, and just sharing a cup of tea right after dinner. Also, I'm kind of trying to get back into my health journey. And I find when I have something with mint in it, I'm not really super eager to eat anything right after. So I feel if I have dinner, then I have this tea, it'll kind of lessen my appetite for desserts because I have a permanent craving for sweets and can't do anything to stop it. But this smells really, really good. And also another thing to note is the licorice root is gonna provide a lot of awesome sweetness. So let me scoop some up to show you guys. It's a pretty blend. I really like the way the chamomile looks with the rose petals. I love how those things look together. It always reminds me of Sleeping Beauty because the rose and that golden color of the chamomile plus the sleepy properties, I always think of Sleeping Beauty. So when I first heard of licorice root, I thought it would taste like black licorice, and I know most people don't like that taste, so I feel when people hear licorice tea or licorice root, they're really put off and they're no, that's not for me, I hate licorice. But honestly, it tastes nothing like that. For me, I just noticed that licorice root gives a really nice, strong sweetness to a tea. So I really enjoy it. Here's how it looks on the plate. Again, this is so pretty. I love the colors. I just love how it looks. DAVIDStea had a tea called Throat Rescue, and it doesn't sound like it would taste really good. It sounds like something you'd only drink if you were sick or having throat issues, but it was actually really, really sweet because it had so much licorice root, and it had fennel as well. And licorice root also does feel really good on your throat, so this would be a good bet for if you're sick as well. I really hope it tastes as good as it smells. I definitely smell the mint, but I also smell the currants. It reminds me a little bit of DAVIDStea's Serenity Now, which had strawberry, blueberry, lavender, and mint. And I'm picking up a teeny bit of similarity. It might be because of the black currants and the mint together. But it smells really beautiful. I feel like mint can be a little stimulating. So sometimes like at night, it can be a little energizing. But again, like I like that appetite thing for me. And also the relaxing properties of the chamomile. I just feel like this is gonna be a winner for me. I'm gonna go on DAVIDStea's website to see what else I can find out. I feel like DAVIDStea's photos have gotten a little weird lately. And I know you guys have noticed too. They're like product photos when they come out with new collections are like kind of shadowy and weird and have like weird like curtain backgrounds and things. So I know you guys have noticed. I've seen a couple chats on the DAVIDStea fan page about that. But even just like the tea, like they used to do those really nice with the loose tea like this, they do like the circle where it was like a perfect circle of tea, like kind of how it looks like in the plate here. But now they're just doing these like sparse little like sprinkles of tea. And I kind of wonder why. I honestly wonder what happened. I think they got some kind of new photographer, and I would never want to like criticize someone's art, but I just don't know if it's the best way to sell the products. You know, I think if it was like an artsy like Instagram shot, a lot of those pictures might be kind of cool. It's an interesting aesthetic, but I feel like it doesn't make us really want to like buy the stuff. So I'm sort of wondering what's going on there. But let's go ahead and read what it says on here. How it tastes. Creamy and cool mint flavor with lingering sweetness from fennel and licorice root. I definitely smell the sweetness. Like I smell the mint, but also like a creamy sweetness as well. And then it says, the after dinner digestif to own now, featuring traditional beet bloating herbs and spices from cool and fresh peppermint to sweet fennel and comforting chamomile. This caffeine-free mint tea is a refreshing way to settle unwanted tummy troubles and make that extra slice of cake count. Just brew a cup and let its refreshing and soothing flavor work its magic. All right, what makes it great? Made with traditional digestion-friendly ingredients like cooling peppermint and comforting chamomile, a flower used for centuries to calm indigestion. That's interesting because I always think of chamomile for its relaxing properties. I never really think of the digestion properties. So that's really cool. Includes fennel, a sweet spice hailed for its beet bloating benefits. Overindulged? Break out this minty digestif and brew a pot the whole family can enjoy. I do really like though that they've been putting pictures of like the plants. That's really beautiful. I don't know if that's mint. It looks like mint, but I really like that flower. The flowering part is gorgeous. But I really love how the blend looks. I really love how it smells. You definitely see all of the ingredients. I can see the apple pieces, chamomile, obviously, these little yellow buds. They're so cute. Peppermint, I see those little leaves. Licorice root, here's a little piece of that. Black currants, we got those. Natural flavorings and rose petals. I do kind of wonder about the natural flavorings. I feel like there's so many flavorful things in this tea. Like why even add flavorings to it? Because it already has all of those wonderfully flavored ingredients that are really going to kind of pull their weight. So I wonder what the natural flavorings are. But I think we're about ready to remove our infuser. So I'll go ahead and do that. Beautiful. Ooh, it definitely smells a little herbier now that it's like made, but I smell the chamomile in the tea and I smell the mint. So I really think I'm gonna love this one. All right, nothing left to do but to try it. I hope it doesn't relax me too much. Chamomile does like do the trick for me. It makes me feel really nice and cozy, but doesn't like put me right to sleep. So hopefully I'll be okay because it is the middle of the day while I'm filming this. Ooh, okay, it's not as minty as I expected. But I do love that sweetness from the licorice root in combination with all the other things. This is really good. It definitely does have like a creamy aspect to it, like a creamy flavor. It's really nice. It's not overtly sweet. For a very short time, I worked at a salon that had Aveda products, and Aveda has their own tea, which is really cool. That was probably the thing I was most excited about when I worked there, was that Aveda has their own tea. And it was like mint and licorice root, but it was like a very sweet mint tea. Like it tasted like mint, but very sweet. So I sort of like halfway expected this to be similar to that. But it really isn't much like that at all, because this has like the chamomile and everything. So I feel like there are a lot of things that balance each other out. It's not like you just taste mint and sweetness, which was really good too. There's nothing wrong with that. Just letting those few ingredients really shine. But I feel like this is really masterfully blended. Like they really thought about it and they really got a nice ratio, you know? I can almost taste all the ingredients. Like if I take a sip and I'm like, okay, chamomile, I can taste that. And if I'm like mint and I take a sip, I can taste that. I don't really get much of that like fennel sort of thing, like that savory herby kind of thing. Not so much. I feel like it kind of just plays into the mint, which I like. Oh, it's so nice. That sweetness is so good. It's definitely less sweet than Throat Rescue, but it's definitely like noticeably sweet. It's really, really nice. Licorice root is so sweet without having any sugar or anything. Like I wish I could come up with like the perfect word to describe this, but it has like the smooth, creamy sweetness. Like it's like cooling almost, even though it's a hot tea. It almost has like a cooling effect, which I guess is after dinner mint. That's kind of what it's supposed to do. It has that like, it has what you would want in like a mint. There's a breakfast restaurant near my house. I don't know if it's a chain, or I know it is. I know there's a couple locations, but I don't know if it's like just in Illinois or what. But it's called Egg Harbor. And they have these mints. They're like these little, they come in like little wrappers and they put them on your table when you're all done. And it's these like little white mints and you bite into them and they're like really creamy. Like it's not like a round, like hard candy peppermint. Like you bite it and it's like creamy texture. So it has like a little bit of bite to it, but also it's really nice and smooth. This tastes like that. Yeah, it really does. It has the smooth creaminess that that sort of mint has. I know that's not the only restaurant that has these, but it's not like a hard peppermint sort of flavor. It's like a smooth, creamy mint that I really like. It's soft, like it's soft, creamy, gentle flavors that really blend nicely. I really like it. This is awesome. And the mint isn't very stimulating either, with the combination of like the chamomile and the other things to kind of like take that like edge off of it. You know what I mean? Like that like stimulating, energizing sort of thing that peppermint has, like that cooling, refreshing. You know, like this has enough other factors to kind of like bring that into, like bring it down a couple notches into a relaxing sort of taste. Yeah, this definitely would be a nighttime tea for me. I would not drink this during the day, except for right now. It's really good. It's really interesting. It doesn't have any standout flavors, you know? Everything blends together really beautifully, and I love teas that do that, where it's just, you could tell that they really took their time testing out the ratio of ingredients and making sure each ingredient has the right amount. It's perfect. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of DaVidStea's After Dinner Mint. It's creamy and delicious and calming, but without being too much. As far as like purchasing it again, I do kind of want to like give it a couple trial runs as like my nighttime tea and see how I feel. But as of right now, I love it. Let me know if you drink tea after dinner. Like, do you have a go-to when like you kind of overindulged? For me, it was always Buku Superfruit, which is completely different than this, but whenever I eat fast food or eat something that makes me not feel super good, I would always reach for Buku Superfruit because I just feel like it's taking the toxins like right out of my body after I eat something that I end up regretting. But I'm excited to test this one for that and to test it for nighttime relaxation. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.